Hey guys, welcome back to CLOCKWISE Crypto. Hope you guys are moving forward in everything that you do. Diving right into the news here. Vitalik's wallet sends 400 ETH to a centralized exchange, to, I believe, Coinbase. So diving into this article real quick, pretty much writings on the wall when we talk about, expecting a bear market. We're already in a bear market, but I would say expecting further lows in this bear market. I think the writing's on the wall. So definitely pay attention, but let's look at this article right here. Vitalik Buterin deposited over 400 ETH to Coinbase. This happened recently, and people are paying attention. According to Spot on-chain, Buterin's most recent transactions and latest in a spate of ETH deposits to centralized exchanges over the past 10 days. So this is big news to pay attention to. The blockchain analytics platform estimates Buterin has deposited estimated 2,421 ETH from September 15th to now. So the platform outlined deposits amounting to 321 ETH deposited to Kraken between the 15th and 19th, and then also 1,700 ETH to Bitstamp. So Cointelegraph independently verified several of these transactions using access to Nansen 2 Beta Wallets profiler. Blockchain data also highlights a transfer of 2,000 ETH to one address that has been carrying out these transactions from another wallet long associated with the Ethereum co-founder. So according to Spot on-chain, 2,000 ETH transaction is better known address belonging to Buterin has been transferring funds to exchanges. So that's not to be, seen as a surprise. We look at what the price action is doing here with ETH alone, and we see here that there's going to be a pullback, guys. There's going to be a pullback, a healthy pullback. We see here, for me, if you look here, and this is a weekly time frame, we have a head and shoulders here. You see this head and shoulders is pretty pure. Up, head and shoulders here, another shoulder here, drop. Drop to this level of support, and it looks like we're heading back there. So back to 1,000, at least. And if we actually clear all this up, we can actually label these levels of support and resistance, and we can see it pretty clear if we actually just pin what's happened recently. So a level here would be acceptable, of course. Major level of support right here at I would say about the 900 level. I know we were looking at that earlier this year. 900 was around the 900 range was a strong level. I would say that's definitely something to pay attention to. And then I would say up here around 2,000, it's pretty much another level. And of course there's some in between here, but these are some critical levels here. And all signs are indicating that we're heading to under $1,000, or at least to 1,000. So to be honest with you, I'm not surprised. Why would you, if you're actively in the markets, right? Why would you see this data and see what's forming and just hold? So definitely, not a surprising move with Vitalik, not a surprising move with what is being tracked. So we'll see how this plays out. But right now, basically, even just looking at the weekly candles, I think we're just bracing ourselves for Ethereum to go under $1,000. But I think that's a huge opportunity. Next up, crypto traders shift focus to 4 altcoins as Bitcoin price flatlines. So Bitcoin tight range trading points to a potential range expansion that could trigger a trending move in Link, Maker, Arbitrum, and Theta. So a lot of these projects have been around a while. I know Theta's been around a while. Chainlink, solid project. Maker, solid project. Really conservative plays when you talk about the altcoin markets. So for me, I don't necessarily think there's going to be a surge in price. I think that new lows are going to be made across all altcoins, and if they don't, that's kind of a red flag for me. If everything's falling and your project is the one that's thriving, if Bitcoin, which is number one, is falling off a cliff, and your project, altcoin, let's say Maker, we have Maker right here on the screen. If MakerDAO is rising while everything else is falling, I'm not going to say, oh, Maker's just a superior project. I'm not going to think that. If anything, that's going to raise my suspicion and want me to have nothing to do with that particular altcoin. So for me, that's how I look at the market. If everything's falling and that one just suddenly moonshots, I am not interested per se. I think I like to follow the trend and follow what's going with the wave. And through that, if for me, in my experience, here at Clockwise Crypto, if you follow what goes with the wave and you follow that wave, there's going to be projects that outperform while within the wave. But I haven't seen any project that has been sustainable that has gone against the wave and is around today. So if that makes sense. So, this article's, I get what they're trying to say, but if Bitcoin flatlines, I would expect strong projects, strong altcoins to flatline as well, if not drop. Okay. I'm not seeing, a surge in price with, other altcoins while Bitcoin is flatlining. So, that's just my opinion here. I'm looking here at the price action of these different projects, and to be honest with you, I don't see anything that is too appealing to me that would really have me say, oh, let me take a look. No, I just think it's Bitcoin drops, everything else should, and usually does drop. So on to the next article here. U.S. government shutdown looms. 5 things to know in Bitcoin this week. Definitely a lot of uncertainty out there, guys. So definitely something to keep your head on a swivel and pay attention, not to what everyone is saying. Pay attention to what they're doing. Okay. I saw a couple articles on X this week, X Twitter this week, and there was a lot of articles saying how, so and so's disappointed in the performance of Ethereum. Last time I saw that, okay, here's an example. Mark Cuban was saying, oh, Bitcoin, I'd rather have bananas than have Bitcoin. I'd rather have bananas than have crypto. A year or two later, oh, yeah, I have Ethereum. I would say 4 or 5 years later, oh, yeah, I got hacked for $600,000 worth of Ethereum, right? So pay attention to what they do and not what is being said. That's kind of what I take away from these articles. There is value. Yes, Vitalik's moving ETH. There is value there to stay in the know, but also pay attention to what these people are doing. Not what's being said. You can tell by their actions, not their words. Because a lot of the times, if you look at articles, it's smoke and mirrors. It's smoke and mirrors to distract you from paying attention to what's really going on. Okay. So, looking here at this article, Bitcoin still near 2-week lows. Arguments from already cautious analysts over what might come next. Popular Trader is saying, it's kind of forming a head and shoulder on the weekly. You see that little bit of a head and shoulder here on the weekly. Expecting downward momentum down towards the 16,000 level, which is, I share that sentiment. Of we see new lows. With everything going on and paying attention, I think we'll see new lows, and I think it'll be healthy. I don't think it'll be one of those scenarios where it's not a healthy situation. So definitely see new lows here. So I am definitely on point to that. And looking here, saying there's Def Cross, and latest push down looks like looks to be manipulation to the downside prior to the expansion to the upside of 27K. I do have one of my friends, the Crypto Factor, is holding on to his opinion that Bitcoin will be 60K by the end of the year. I don't see that happening, guys. I think we have 12 to 18 months till we see those prices again. Just looking at the macroeconomic conditions and seeing what's going on right now, I do not see a scenario where Bitcoin just surges up and all of a sudden everyone is, everyone is, having FOMO again. I think we have a lot more pain to go through, and I think it's going to happen once we clear and break through to the downside 20,000 with Bitcoin. So I think that's going to spark panic. So Fed Pals headline macro week, not enough to induce significant volatility across Bitcoin. Pretty much been dealing with the same thing about the Fed rate. But like I said, guys, a ton of uncertainty here. But I think, like I told you yesterday, there is a ton of opportunity here when we look at, the price action. And, this is the time where we should be accumulating. This is not the time to sit back and wait. Oh, let's just wait and see. We dollar cost average in, and we capitalize on each price point, especially in times of uncertainty, especially in times where the crypto fear, greed, that meter is in the middle or to the left where there's a ton of fear. And so this is the time where, we can make moves and we pay attention to what the big wallets are doing, not necessarily what they are saying. So pay attention. And, I say that and I look at Vitalik Buterin, he's sending to the exchange. Does that mean get out? It just depends on where you're at, guys. If I don't necessarily believe, we're not getting out per se because we have a long-term play. So I'm not worried about losing $500 or, whatever on our ETH, right? I'm not worried about that because it's a long-term play. But I do think this move will trigger massive sells. So the fact that a couple days ago people were saying, "Oh, we're disappointed in ETH's price action," and then before that it's, ETH is continuing to, not really be as we expected with, ETH 2, right? A ton of fear is being put into ETH, and then we see this. I think that we're just, we just have to pay attention to the price action and use that as a guide for opportunity, not a guide to be fearful and move out of the markets. This is the time to accumulate, guys. So that's not financial advice, just our opinion, guys. And I hope you got some value out of this video. Keep moving forward in everything that you do, and we'll see you soon.